Yankees Nation. Last night was the kind of game that punches you right in the gut and reminds you just how unpredictable this sport can be. The New York Yankees went into Rogers Center hoping to stop the bleeding, but instead walked away with yet another loss. This one stung even more. A high-octane showdown that ended in an 11-9 heartbreaker against the Toronto Blue Jays. And with that result, the division lead that once felt so secure is now officially gone. What was a commanding 7-game cushion just a month ago has completely vanished, and for the first time since mid-April, the Yankees are no longer alone atop the American League East. They're now neck and neck with the very team that just handed them this crushing defeat, and it all started in the worst way imaginable. Will Warren, taking the mound for the Yanks, was given the ball in a high-pressure moment and, unfortunately, just didn't have it. After getting through the first inning with a bit of luck in a 2-out single, things unraveled fast. In the bottom of the second, Warren couldn't find any rhythm, a couple of soft singles, a long walk, and suddenly the bases were loaded with nobody out. Alejandro Kirk didn't waste any time, smashing a 2-run double to open the floodgates. And before anyone could even blink, Addison Barger sent a pitch over the wall for a 3-run homer. Just like that, it was 5-0. And Warren was looking completely outmatched. It didn't stop there. After walking Will Wagner, Warren surrendered yet another 2-run bomb, this time to Davis Schneider. By the time the third inning rolled around, the scoreboard showed 8-0 in favor of Toronto. The Yankees were in a hole so deep it felt like the game had already been decided. But if there's one thing this team has shown throughout the season, it's fight. And even down 8 runs, they didn't lay down. The offense started to show signs of life in the 5th. Jason Dominguez and Anthony Volpe sparked the rally with back-to-back singles, and DJ LeMahieu came through with a run-scoring single to finally get the Yankees on the board. Ben Rice followed with another RBI knock, and then it was the captain's turn. Aaron Judge stepped up and drilled a double off the wall, driving in yet another run. Suddenly, the score was 8-3, and the momentum started to shift ever so slightly. Then came the big moment. Giancarlo Stanton, who hadn't hit a homer since that epic 5th game of the World Series, stepped in and absolutely obliterated a pitch. A 415-foot blast that brought the Yankees right back into the game. The deficit was cut to 8-6, and the fire was lit. In the 6th, the Yankees kept the pressure on. Ben Rice smoked a double, and when Judge was predictably walked intentionally, the bases were juiced. A routine double play ball looked like it would kill the rally, but Cody Bellinger hustled down the line and beat the throw, allowing another run to score. 8-7, just 1 run separated the Yankees from tying the game. And the energy in the dugout was electric. And then came the 8th inning, down by 2. Ben Rice worked a tough, gutsy walk that brought Aaron Judge to the plate as the tying run, despite the Blue Jays having walked him intentionally for times already in this series. This time they decided to pitch to him. Bad move. Judge got a hanging sweeper and did what he does best, sent it deep into the night. A 440-foot missile that tied the game at 9 apiece. That was his 31st homer of the season, and it could not have come at a more clutch moment. It felt like the comeback was complete. The Yankees had crawled all the way back from an 8-run deficit. But as fast as momentum shifts in baseball, it can disappear just as quickly. In the bottom of the 8th, the Blue Jays had their chance, and unfortunately for New York, it was Devin Williams' turn on the mound, and it was not his night. After recording the first out, Williams walked George Springer, who then stole second base without much resistance. A free pass to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. came next, and then Alejandro Kirk flied out, giving the Yankees a glimmer of hope that the inning might end without damage. But the very next pitch was a disaster. Williams spiked a changeup into the dirt, and with just 3 big league games behind the plate under his belt, Ben Rice couldn't block it. The ball got past him, Springer raced home, and just like that, the Blue Jays had retaken the lead. 10-9. As if that wasn't enough, Barger came up again and delivered an RBI single to extend the lead to 11-9. The Yankees had one more shot in the 9th, and they managed to get the tying run on base. But the rally ultimately fizzled out. Final score, Blue Jays 11, Yankees 9, and with that, not only did New York lose the game, but the division lead officially slipped away. This was their 3rd straight loss in the series, and their 13th in the last 19 games. A brutal stretch that's left fans frustrated and looking for answers. Now, to make things even more complicated, the Yankees made some moves off the field that added more layers to this turbulent week. There was a quick shuffle in the bullpen. with right-hander Clayton Beeter getting called up from AAA Scranton. In order to make room on the roster, the team designated Jeff Hartlieb for assignment, a move that might have surprised some fans, considering he had just arrived. Hartlieb's brief stint with the Yankees was a tough one. In his single inning of work, he gave up 3 runs and didn't get the chance to show what he had been doing down in the minors. And to be fair, his numbers in AAA were actually solid. Over 35 innings, he posted a respectable 3.34 earned run average, with a strong 26.2% strikeout rate and a low walk rate just under 7%. Much of his success had been attributed to a shift in pitch usage. The Yankees had him throwing his slider more than ever, over 53% of the time this season. That's a big jump from last year, and it showed in his swing and miss numbers. His 17.2% swinging strike rate in AAA was among the best of his career. Still, the rough big league outing and the Yankees' current need for more stability meant that Hartlieb was the odd man out. With 5 major league teams under his belt already and being previously outrighted, he now faces the choice of accepting a minor league assignment or testing the waters in free agency. And while Hartlieb heads to an uncertain future, Beeter gets his shot in the bigs. The Yankees will be counting on him to provide some much-needed reinforcement to a bullpen that's been stretched thin, especially with Fernando Cruz landing on the injured list. Cruz has been one of the standout arms this season, with a rock-solid 3.00 earned run average and a staggering strikeout rate north of 41%. His splitter has been absolutely filthy, limiting opposing hitters to a batting average of just 136 and a slugging percentage barely cracking 220. Out of 86 plate appearances that ended with his splitter, 48 of them were strikeouts. That's absurd. Unfortunately, Cruz suffered a high-grade oblique strain and is expected to miss significant time. It's a big loss, no doubt about it. With him out, Devin Williams, Luke Weaver, and Mark Leiter Jr. are now the primary options for high-leverage spots. Though last night's performance reminded everyone that even the best can have off nights. To clear space on the 40-man roster when Hartlieb was originally promoted, the team also designated infielder C.J. Alexander for assignment. Alexander, who had recently been claimed off waivers from Oakland, didn't make a single appearance for the Yankees at the major league level. In AAA, he was hitting under the Mendoza line with a batting average of just 196. And while his on-base percentage sat at .302, his slugging percentage was equally underwhelming at 196. Across parts of 3 AAA seasons, he's been a career .260 hitter, so the talent is there. But the consistency hasn't shown up yet this year. The Yankees will either try to trade him or place him on waivers within the next 5 days. All of this comes at a moment when the Yankees need stability more than ever. The division is tightening, injuries are piling up, and despite showing flashes of brilliance like that comeback last night, this team is still searching for the kind of rhythm they had earlier in the season. Tomorrow night, they'll send Clark Schmidt to the mound in hopes of avoiding a 4-game sweep and reclaiming a bit of momentum. On the other side, the Blue Jays will counter with Chris Bassitt. What we saw in last night's game was the full roller coaster that is baseball. From the lowest lows of an early 8-run deficit to the thrilling high of a game-tying bomb by your captain, only to fall back again in the final innings. That's the story of this sport. It tests your heart, your nerves, and your faith. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In what's quickly becoming one of the most intriguing whispers of the MLB rumor mill, sources close to the situation suggest that the New York Yankees may be reactivating their interest in a possible move for Luis Arraez, a name that, while not often tied to the Bronx Bombers, could make a world of difference at the top of their lineup. Arraez, known for his surgical precision at the plate and elite contact hitting ability, has been quietly mentioned in inner circles as a potential trade target for a Yankees team looking to shake up their offense heading into the heart of the season. While nothing is official, the buzz has been steadily growing. Could the Yankees really be preparing to make a move this calculated? With the Yankees' current lineup built on power and explosiveness, there's a growing sense among analysts that the team may lack a true table setter, someone who can consistently get on base and grind out at-bats. Arraez, a 2-time batting champion with a career average hovering near .325, would bring just that. His ability to put the ball in play, avoid strikeouts, and set the tone early in games could prove invaluable come October. Some insiders speculate that talks have already been initiated behind the scenes, though the cost would likely be steep. New York's farm system has enough depth to get creative. The front office, led by Brian Cashman, has long admired players with elite bat-to-ball skills, and Arraez fits that profile to a T. Still, skepticism remains. The Yankees are notoriously tight-lipped when it comes to trade discussions, and Arraez is still a vital piece of his current club. Yet, as the trade deadline creeps closer, these kinds of surgical moves, low flash, high impact, could be exactly what a team chasing a title needs. For now, it's all speculation. But don't be surprised if this rumor turns into reality. Yankees fans may soon see a new face atop the order, and it just might belong to Luis Arraez. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.